One thing that's really helped me when I've been interviewing is to really understand the job description that is, and to mark up that job description and really kind of highlight on the piece of paper, print it out, and really make notes all over this job description about where I fit or maybe some things to watch out for. And really to understand that job description. Now, I understand a lot of job descriptions have a lot of boilerplate or basic information that they have in there. Things like, you need to be able to use Microsoft Word, or you need to know how to use an email program. Well, okay, you're probably not going to get 100,000 questions about how you do your email. It's just kind of, there's certain things that are just expected. But there are certain things you can read between the lines in a job description and see, ooh, this is what they really emphasize. They keep saying the word team like at every single bullet point, so they must be a very team-oriented company, or customer-oriented company, or technical company, or whatever it might be, looking at those technical skills. Whatever it is, look through the job description when you're getting ready for your interview. This is when you've got an interview, and don't do it beforehand. Do it when you've got the interview. Otherwise, you're going through lots of job descriptions because you're applying maybe lots of places. But when you get your interview, before you go on the interview, as part of your prep, take that job description and make lots of notes, lots of handwritten notes. If you like using Post-it notes or whatever, do that. That's fine too. And take a lot of notes around that job description and see what the organization is really desiring. Going beyond just the basic, going beyond boilerplate, but seeing like, boy, they really emphasize this. How do I fit? How can I help them? How can I help them with that? And maybe there's some things to mitigate. If they say, we need 10 years of experience, and you've got 8 years of experience, that doesn't mean it knocks you out. They're just using that number. They might prefer somebody with 10 experience. They might prefer somebody with 15 years experience. But once you get in the interview, now you're in, and then you can mitigate that. They're not going to ask you, like, tell me why we should hire you when you have 2 years less experience. Probably not going to ask you that, but they will ask you about your experience. They will ask you about your successes and maybe your failures as well. So understand that job description and mark it up and make notes. And I've got an example here attached in the course here. So take a look at the example. It's just one example, but it's pretty straightforward. You're just looking at the job description and looking where you fit, and where there's something you don't fit as perfect, make a note about that, or be ready for questions around that and mitigate that out. You want to mitigate that out. You want to reduce that and make that kind of like, yeah, I can do this, or I can do this to the level you need, but here's where I really shine, and I really shine in the areas that are most important to you as an organization. And so they saw, remember when you get an interview, they saw something that matched their job description or what they're looking for the position, and they saw something in you. Let me tell you, companies are way too busy, hiring managers and hiring people are way too busy to just interview people for the fun of it, and there's too many candidates out there. So they use that job description with the applications that come in to really narrow down their search. So if you're getting a job interview, that means they saw something in you, and take confidence from that. They saw something. Not sure what it is. You can decide on that. You can try to figure out, what do they see? And when you mark up that job description, the job description said this, this, and this. They must have saw this, this, and this in me, and maybe that's why they're interested. Okay, so that got you an interview, but now that you're in an interview, you got to bring that all together, reference that job description, talk about the job description, talk about things in that with the interviewer when you're interviewing, and show how you bring these advantages related to the questions that they're going to ask. They won't necessarily match it up right then there. You've already got the interview. Now it's a matter of you communicating that in the best way, and you're going to learn about some of those tips here in the course and be ready for that. But a good prep thing, just mark up that job description easily and quickly, bring it with you right before the interview so you can take a quick peek at it, and then you're ready to go in your interview.